Am I the a-hole for not giving one of my students extra time on her test? Oops. I'm a math teacher who also teaches IB math. IB stands for Inter Baccalaureate. You have to look that up. I love my students and I really enjoy my job. One of them, 17 female, is in my IB1 math in my homeroom class, and she happens to be autistic and has an IEP that allows her to get extra time on tests. She is a very bright student, but she struggles with tests since, as this is an IB course, is different from the ones she's used to. I make my tests IB style so that I can train my students for when they write their actual IB exams next year. To make matters worse, she's especially frustrated since she needs to do well in this course to get into the university program she wants. Mainly, she gets B's, but she needs to get an A+. On the day of every test, she asked me if she could get extra time for her tests, considering she has an IEP for those. I try my hardest to model them after the exams, and I'm aware that students who have IEPs for special needs like her receive their accommodations on the day of their IB exams. Okay, in order to ease them into it, I give all of my students 15 to 30 minutes more time than they would get to write their IB exams. I'd reassure her that she has her extra time and needs embedded in the test time. Also, she can't expect to finish her test before the time ends due to the nature of the exams. She constantly asks for tips at the end of the classes so she could do better, which I'm more than happy to give. Today, the same drill occurred where my student asked for more time to finish her test due to her IEP. I tell her that if she got her extra time, feels bad about her test performance, and stays after class for the test tips. She then asks me, "Why don't you give me my extra time?" You do extra time. I told you that over and over again. She claimed it doesn't count because I give it to everyone else. I told her that even if I only give her the time, she needs to accept that she can't finish it. If I give her a lot of support, and even those who got a 45 out of 45 on their IB diplomas still couldn't finish their IB exams. She didn't listen, kept making her claim while I tried to explain to her that in her IEP accommodations, they are being met. Eventually, she told me that I am a horrible teacher and she was going to report me to her learning support teacher. I was shocked, but before I could respond, she stormed out of class. I am just feeling helpless and shocked that she would say that. I really want to support her as much as I can. I want her to be as prepared as possible. I want her to be able to pass her exams next year. I am giving her the accommodations she needs, or at least I thought so. Am I wrong here? Do I not understand how IEPs work? I'm a new IB teacher, so this is just as new to me as it is to my students. Am I the a-hole? Yeah. Well, here's what you're doing. You are evening the playing field by providing the same accommodation to the other students. So if everybody gets extra time, say the test is an hour long, and if you give everybody an hour and 15 minutes, then the test becomes an hour and 15 minutes long. The reason why there are accommodations is because the child needs to be able to access the class due to her disability. So I hate telling people they're the a-hole, but yeah, if it's in the IEP, you have to provide that extra time, and this is over and above what the other students are getting. So a lot of times in my meetings, as an IEP advocate, I will hear teachers say, well, every student gets that. Well, if every student gets it, then it becomes a standard and it's not an accommodation. This student needs this particular accommodation in order to be able to access the class the same way everybody else does. So my suggestion for this teacher would be to speak to that case manager so she understands exactly how and when to apply accommodations. And as far as the kid saying she's a horrible teacher, what I found with autism, at least with my autistic kid, is it's 0 to 100. There is no in between. You're either the best or the worst. So hopefully that helps. What do you guys think?